Hey, Scruffy. Did you see me through the blinds? You're right at the door. Just a minute ago, I saw him on the gray mat through the window. I think he saw me through the curtain, or blinds, or whatever they are. Oh, you're meowy. I don't think he was this meowy at lunch. Oh, you're coming in again. So he recognizes the automated pet feeder, but it's turned off. No food. Okay, so got more of the same. I think it's the last of the mini pate with real ocean whitefish. Actually, I don't know if it's real. Is it ocean whitefish or real ocean whitefish? I don't remember. And then kibble and more rotisserie chicken scraps. So I decided to split up the remaining scraps into two, so he'll get one more set tomorrow. And then that will be it until I buy more. So it rained again today. So we've been having showers kind of on and off. And I think overnight it got kind of intense, and then I think mid-morning it got intense again. And then it kind of cleared up this afternoon. So I think right at lunchtime it was just starting to clear up. So the sun came out just as I was bringing out Scruffy's lunch. Scruffy is leaning down. I thought maybe he's going to cough. I guess maybe he's just looking at the board. So I went to sleep early, and I actually got up pretty early this morning. I actually got up way too early. I got up before sunrise, and I was freezing. I haven't turned on the furnace yet. I think I need to do that. It was getting below the temperature I'm supposed to probably keep the house at. So I ended up staying in bed. I actually went back to sleep for another 2 hours, and then I still got up pretty early. But the sun had finally risen, so I got up then and tried to get some stuff done. Got an annoying email from my company's registered agent, so I'm required by law to have a registered agent if I don't have a office that keeps a staff to receive, I guess, summons. So if I ever get sued, or my company ever gets sued, I need somebody who keeps office hours that can receive basically that type of official correspondence. It's really stupid, so I got to pay some service to do that. And so the service side is run, or used to be run by a law firm. So I guess basically they said, hey, it doesn't cost us anything to do this extra registered agent stuff on the side because we got to have the staff anyway. So why not do something easy and add to our profits, which makes total sense. But I guess they just sold off the registered agent service to another company. So all my stuff is moving over to another company, and it also happens that my renewal is up around now, and so I got an email saying I was going to be automatically billed and charged, and my credit card on file today, actually. And then today, I got an email basically sending me an invoice and implying, I think it was implying that basically the charge failed, and so I got to do it the old-fashioned way. And so they have a way you can do it online. So I tried logging into my account, and it no longer recognizes my account or password, and I know I haven't changed it, so I can't initiate the payment. So I emailed their service, basically telling them what the problem is, and I haven't heard back. So I'm starting to wonder if because they've switched over to, or they sold their service to another company, all the automated infrastructure is broken, and so my registered agent status is now in limbo. Not that I expect to receive any summons, because basically my company is dead in the water. I'm debating if I'm going to close my company this year or not. I think I want to keep it one more year, because it was such a hassle to set up the first time around. Kind of like to keep it just in case something changes. I'm working on something that I'm hoping maybe I can sell, but it's taken a while, so it's not going to be ready until next year, if at all. And I haven't done any serious market research, so I don't know if it's actually going to sell. But since I don't have anything else going on right now, and I'm not allowed, due to the stupid laws that were passed, I'm actually not allowed to do what I was doing before. This is right now one of my better options. Well, it sucks. So anyway, I gotta get that done, and then they didn't get back to me, so I'm hoping they'll get back to me by tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna have to dig up their phone number and call them the old-fashioned way. And then that reminds me, there's another thing that's also related to my company, just keeping formal paperwork type stuff going, even though my company is basically dead in the water. I needed to renew some other service, and they're giving me a runaround, and they're basically being a pain in the butt. And the last correspondence I had, I actually called them trying to resolve an issue, and I talked about this before. It was one of the most checked out service reps I've ever had to deal with. So she was very unhelpful and very done with me the moment I started talking. So, but anyway, I thought we had resolved it on the phone, but then she said, well, I have to submit a formal ticket online. The phone call basically doesn't do anything. And again, no help whatsoever from her. So I filed the written claim, or the electronic claim, and I never heard back. So it's been sitting there for a few weeks now, and I think it should have been handled by now. So I think they have probably intentionally lost me in the queue, so they don't have to deal with me. And unfortunately, I had money, right? I'm being charged for their service or lack of it, so I need to resolve this. Otherwise, they're just going to take my money. Okay, I think Scruffy's ready for food. Okay, here's her food. Okay. So let's see. I saw Scruffy on the table a few times today. So early this morning, he was actually sleeping on the little box with the blue blanket on top of the big table. So I haven't seen him in there. I'm gonna guess since spring. So I don't think I've seen him there all summer. So I'm guessing he probably only goes in there when it gets cold. Probably because the blanket's there. Although he also has the white comforter and then the thermal blanket's like right next to it, so he can use any of those things. I've seen him on the white comforter a bunch of times, but he's also on that in the summer, I think, too. I haven't seen him in the blue box or the box with the blue blanket for a long time, so maybe the blue blanket's warmer, or maybe because it's higher up, uh, maybe it creates a better wind barrier. Maybe the box edges, maybe. I don't know. And then I saw him this afternoon on the table sleeping again. So I think the deck was dry. This section of the deck was dry. The rain wasn't as bad, at least during the day. So, but I don't know. Maybe he was just tired of the wet ground, so he got up and went on the table. So good thing his leg's better. And then when I came out with the food and water, I think he was sleeping under the table.
What's his for?
And then I think the moment they opened the blinds, he came up to the door. Wasn't as active as yesterday. It was a little more normal. So I think he's getting used to the weather. Though he was a little meowy, so I don't think he likes the weather particularly, but he's probably a little more used to it now. So he's been a feral cat his entire life, so he's probably seen many years of this type of weather. So it shouldn't be anything new to him. I think that's kind of new is I've been feeding them for 2 years. But as I've stated multiple times, I think Scruffy's an older cat. So I think I don't actually know how old Scruffy is, but I think I have recollections of Scruffy probably from at least 5 years ago. Actually, take that back. 5 years plus 2, maybe. So 5 years from before I started feeding him. So my dad used to chase away a cat that was always hanging around in the back, or multiple cats. I think one of them may have been Scruffy. I never got a very good look. And I wasn't very good at telling them apart. I know the white cats, so the white cats have always hung out in the front. But yeah, I never paid that close attention to the cats back here, though I'm pretty sure it wasn't the white cats. The white cats are very memorable for some reason. But yeah, it's interesting that Scruffy apparently is a very rare type of cat because it's so I'm told it's what is it called, dilute tortoise shell cat. So I'm told that's actually pretty rare. Yeah, from what I read, it seems to be rare, and then the coloration's actually I think pretty rare too. So I thought, this kind of gray, tan, brown, and sometimes he looks blue from certain angles. Um, so I thought like brown would be common, but apparently it's this particular brown anyway is actually not that common. for this area, I haven't really seen any long-haired cats like Scruffy. And considering how hot it can get here, it's probably not a good thing for him. But can't choose his coat. But yeah, it's interesting that Scruffy doesn't look like any of the other cats in the neighborhood. So I am wondering, the cat's lineage, because like I've seen, so I know there are two white cats, so they're probably related. At least I assume. I actually don't know. There's quite a few black and white cats. It's actually the youngling and the friendly cat's pal. I think they're related. They look very similar to me. And then there's the twin black and white cat, tuxedo cats at the park. I haven't seen them in a while, but yeah, there are two of them. There's only one Siamese cat that I know of, though. So, actually, coloration-wise, Siamese cat probably comes closest to Scruffy. But yeah, Scruffy doesn't look like a Siamese cat. And the Siamese cat's hair is a lot shorter. And the Siamese cat's also a lot friendlier. And braver. And then there's Boots. Boots doesn't look like any other cat in the neighborhood either. And then, let's see, there's the porch cat and the friendly cat. They kind of look similar. They're both gray and black striped. Just, the patterns are very different. Actually, the porch cat might be a little more brown than gray. Let's see, I think I've seen a couple calico cats. There's one definitely. I remember there was a missing sign. Somebody posted a sign for the calico cat. I think it was a stray, but some family was kind of taking care of it, and then when it didn't show up, I think for a couple nights or something, they put out signs asking if anyone knew. And then I think, the calico cat reemerged. But I haven't seen the calico cat actually since then. So a couple orange cats on the other side of the park. One of them was that really friendly sherbet cat. I haven't seen that. Sherbet cat again, since last time I talked about him. That cat was really friendly too, just like the friendly cat. I hope that cat's okay. That one was really nice. I was hoping to see more of him at the park. But yeah, so anyway, I know Scruffy is an older cat, partly because of his teeth. So he's missing 3 of the 4 fang teeth. So missing teeth is usually a sign of an older cat. And then, as I said, I think I've seen Scruffy years ago, and then I think also that coincides with when my neighbor was trapping the cats to get them TNR'd. My guess is he probably caught Scruffy and had him TNR'd. And that was, yeah, I don't know when that was exactly, but I think that was, yeah, quite a few years ago. And Scruffy doesn't seem to like to play, so I'm guessing that's probably also a sign of an older cat. And Scruffy's also kind of a cursed cat, so in addition to his long fur and this probably inappropriate hot environment, he also sheds in clumps, which doesn't look pretty. But yeah, he has also no reaction to catnip or honeysuckle or valerian root or is there a 4th one? Silvervine. So early on, I was hoping to entice Scruffy with one of those 4 things, and I bought a sample pack from Space Kitty Express. So I found them online. They sell a really nice sampler pack. So if you don't know if your cat will respond to any of those things, you don't have to buy a big giant can of each. They sell a nice little sample pack, which is really handy. Unfortunately, in my case, or in Scruffy's case, Scruffy's immune to all of them. That's, I think, pretty rare. So I think it's actually not that rare. I think it's like 50-50 to not be affected by catnip, but I think it's rare that cat will find all 4 of them uninteresting. So Scruffy's kind of unlucky. Scruffy's almost done. I see a little bit of pat Tam with a golf ball. I have to move the balls for him. Okay, I'm gonna move the balls. So Scruffy's already done. It's leaving. There's like a pocket of kibble. Missed. So I didn't go out today because of the rain and the cold weather. Thinking I need to go out tomorrow. I think it's supposed to start drying out. I don't see any more rain in the forecast. Actually, no, I take that back. I think in a couple days there's another day, but I think for the next couple days it's supposed to be dry. So I probably need to go out for, I'm guessing, a run. I'm gonna presume it's probably too muddy now to go for a bike ride. Needs to dry out a little bit. For a second there, I thought Scruffy was limping, but I think he's walking okay. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.